So I'll do a quick video about Avengers Infinity War versus Deadpool 2, which one I think is better. Saying that though, obviously it's hard to compare them. I mean, they're both superhero films, but they're very, very much different from each other, if that makes sense. I enjoy both of them, let me put it this way. I think both of them did a great job at doing what they were supposed to do. Avengers Infinity War did a fantastic job in recognizing the fans and giving you a lot of fan service with some really amazing shots of your favorite superheroes, so it'd be whether it's Spider-Man, Thor, Loki, Iron Man, you name it. Obviously, I'm not going into full details. I mean, I did feel like they kind of like made a couple of characters really weakish, but that's irrelevant. That's for another video, I guess. Whereas Deadpool 2 really did what Deadpool does best, and that's bringing out the slapstick comedy, obviously the humor, the fourth wall breaking, and I thought that was done extremely well as well. I have to give up more thumbs up for Avengers Infinity War as to how it flowed. I think that's something that people obviously kind of tend to overlook. I mean, it's really hard when you get a film and that's so long to have it flow from like different genres and to do it smoothly where you actually entertain, where you don't look like, oh, well, this is a comedy, why is this such a sad scene? It feels out of place, or vice versa. Because a lot of movies do that. A lot of movies will throw you into this deep end of like drama, and they give you like 5-10 minutes of comedy, and as an audience, you're just like, it doesn't make sense, it doesn't fit in, it's like illogical and stupid, or vice versa. Or they give you an action one and they completely turn into like this full-on trying to like be sorrow film. And that's when the film fails. But with Infinity War, I think they do a brilliant job. You have like these really tragic moments, and where like, as an audience, you feel sorry for whatever happened on screen, and then it kind of transitions in such a way where you start laughing, and it does it so brilliantly. Like they cover everything. They have like a jump scare. They have like, obviously, like I said, sorrow moments. They have like slapstick comedy. They have really cool action scenes, adventure. So look, it does do a lot of genre swapping. And whereas Deadpool 2, it mainly sticks to comedy. Obviously, I mean, obviously it has like one romantic scene, really, but it has a drama overlay, but it doesn't focus on the drama overlay as much as even in the drama senses. For those who've seen it, will know what I'm talking about. When like Deadpool is in the house, big house, on the couch and whatnot. Even when that's supposed to be the dramatic part, like the dramatic section of the film, it's still comedic. Whereas obviously compared to Avengers, it's full drama. So saying those two things, if I had to like obviously say, if you had to like only have enough money to go see one film, which one would recommend? Well, first of all, I'd say like is which one you invested in more. If you are invested in obviously in all the heroes, and you want to see Iron Man and Thor, well then I can't really talk you out of seeing Deadpool. I mean, talk you out of seeing Avengers 4. Then obviously made up your mind. If you're just a casual moviegoer and you want to see, well, which one will I have more fun at, I will definitely recommend Deadpool 2. I mean, for me, I felt like I enjoyed Deadpool 2 more. I thought it was more comedic. I thought it was more entertaining. I thought it was better value for money, if that makes sense almost. I mean, as much as I loved Avengers Infinity War, I mean, I've seen it twice now. Deadpool 2, I've seen once, and I'm glad to see it again. That's what it is. And I'll probably glad to see it again third time. With Avengers, I might see when it comes out on Blu-ray, just so that maybe I can like pick up on some of the things that I might have missed, like all the Easter eggs. And saying that though, obviously Deadpool 2 has a lot of Easter eggs in it as well. But unfortunately, what I feel is like sometimes actors, when they portray a character in a certain way, they are embraced as that character. And I feel like Ryan Reynolds has embraced Deadpool, and we won't see another Deadpool like Ryan Reynolds. And I think that adds so much more to it. Like same with Hugh Jackman and Wolverine. Unfortunately, I do feel like throughout all time, and I'm not talking about my generation or maybe the next generation or the generation before me, we've seen, because Wolverine's been, Hugh Jackman's been Wolverine for 18 years. Hugh Jackman is definitely going to go down as the iconic Wolverine. Whereas there's a chance that like in the future they might recast Robert Downey Jr. I mean, people say that he's iconic as Iron Man, but I feel like that role will be played with many different people. It's you can almost see it similar to like Tom Cruise. I mean, and like people are like, no, you can't. But like when you think about it, like Mission Impossible, or like movies where he does a lot of stunts and a lot of running, and a lot of these things, or like Minority Report, he can come across as like he plays like a multi-billionaire and a guy who's got a lot of physical, does a lot of physical stunts himself. So look, there's a chance that you can almost kind of see it as him. That's what I'm saying. Same, and like look, same goes for a lot of other characters. So I do feel like obviously Deadpool 2 has a bit of an edge over Avengers, in only because I think it was more entertaining. It had more. It had more fun. It was more fun. It was obviously, like I said, it was a different film. It didn't serve fan service as much as it did, because you have to think it's not 2.5 hours long or whatever it is, or whatever Avengers is. Avengers had to cram a lot of things into it. And saying that, look, one of my favorite films is The Two Towers, which is the extended edition. I know people are saying like, oh, it's got 40 minutes of like nonsense. I felt like that 40 minutes added so much more to the story. So it's not like I don't like long films. But I feel like with Avengers, and I have nothing against Avengers, I think Avengers is a brilliant film. I just think that Deadpool is the better, because it's more enjoyable. Avengers, you have to be in the mood to see it. Deadpool 2, you can be sad and see it and make it cheer you up. Deadpool 2, you can be just like, oh, what should I watch? Oh, Deadpool. I'll watch it. So I feel like it's one of those movies where you can watch it anytime. And I feel like I'm really swinging towards Deadpool now, which is not what I intended to do. Look, both of them are great films. I recommend both movies to go and see it. And you be the judge. Leave a comment as to say which film you would prefer to see if you had a chance to only see one film. Is it Avengers 4 or is it Deadpool 2? And leave a comment if you agree or disagree with me in terms of which film you thought is a better film to see for a casual moviegoer, not for a hardcore Marvel. If you're a hardcore Marvel fan and you love seeing these characters, then you're going to be biased towards... I mean, I love it. I have all of the Marvel films on Blu-ray. I mean, I thought Doctor Strange was a brilliant film. I was a big fan of Black Panther. I've really enjoyed Civil War. And like, I have a massive man crush on Captain America when he does the reveal in Avengers 4. But aside from all of that, I still say that Deadpool was more entertaining. And that's reality. I mean, like, I can say, like, for instance, like, Transformers 1 and 2 were entertaining films. They weren't good, but they were entertaining. I mean, I watched the last Transformers, and to me that was like, what the hell? Like, I've seen people make better films with like a GoPro and no budget, and which had more story to it than Age of Extinction or The Last Night, whatever it's called. But regardless of all that, so yeah, leave a comment down below and tell me what you think.